I'll text him in the morning time even though he's in the bed right next to me. Normally like the cat emoji or like something just letting him know like I want some. Y'all all here because I was on Jubilee, ain't you? Hey y'all, and welcome to MT's Corner with Myesha-Tiara, and I'm Myesha-Tiara, professional actress, director, theater owner, and content creator. On my channel, we discuss all things acting, centered around the Black acting experience, from my opinion, to movie reviews, to acting advice, and much more you'll find right here. So, join your girl in the corner. We have some things we need to discuss. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you can see me on your timeline every time. Hey y'all, and welcome back to MT's Corner with Myesha-Tiara, and it is me, Myesha-Tiara. If you are new to my channel, hello, my name is Myesha-Tiara. I'm an actress, director, theater owner, and clearly content creator. My YouTube channel is dedicated to all things dealing with the Black acting universe and my own experiences, which I'm pretty sure you saw from the little intro I have, yeah. And to all my returning people, how y'all doing? I've been missing y'all. I hope y'all been staying safe out there. And here I am again. I told y'all I was gone for a minute, but I am back up in it, okay? And as you can see, I am ready and I'm excited. And I have a whole new backdrop. Disregard. Doesn't matter. I think the blue looks cute though, doesn't it? Do you like the blue? Because I like the blue. I like the blue. But for all of my people who are actually actors, you already know what this is. This that big old backdrop for them self-tapes, okay? So let's get into it. This is how I got on Jubilee. Okay, so first things first. For those of you that have never heard of Jubilee, which I find it hard pressed to think that most of us who be in these YouTube streets don't know what Jubilee is and hasn't ran across at least one single video. I actually discovered Jubilee when my partner was watching one of their series called Middle Ground, and this was at the beginning of quarantine. And so I was like, I'll check it out, let's see what it is, what have you, whatever. And so I watched one episode, and then I watched another, and then I watched another, and then I just binge watched for about a week because, you know, depression. Oh my God! Oh geez! Oh my God! But however, I really got into the YouTube channel, and so I just went ahead and subscribed to them, and I just watch their videos periodically. And if y'all do hear something in the background, don't you hate when like YouTubers be like, if you hear something in the background? But seriously, I'm telling y'all, it is like 6 o'clock in the morning, and as soon as I decided to make a video, people were like, hey, that girl making a video, let me bump my bass, okay? I don't even know what song this is it's playing, but I'm sure it's trash.
I don't like that.
Anyway, so I was watching a series, I subscribed to their channel, and I was like, this is cool, this is great. And something in me was like, I wouldn't mind doing one of the videos, like especially the Odd Man Out video. I was like, those are pretty funny. So I'll just go on their website to see, do they have submissions for people to, you know, go ahead and just submit to be on there. And they did have like a form where you could fill out, and then they'll send you notifications when they're looking for castings. And I just chalked it up to, when I see one, I'll fill it out, whatever. So let me tell y'all, I have filled out so many of these freaking submissions for Jubilee. When I say so many, I mean I have filled out so many. And by so many, I definitely mean 3. So these are the ones that I actually filled out, well, I submitted for anyway. The first one I submitted for was Who's Not White and Who's Not Black. And I submitted for those because I went to a predominantly white institution, a PWI university, and I also went to predominantly white schools throughout my childhood. So I could code switch, honey. It ain't nothing but a thing. Y'all should see me at my side job. I don't even talk like this, okay? Unless I vibe with my table for real. So I was like, oh, I could definitely do this one, especially since it was just like typing things. When I actually saw the premiere of those episodes, it was just like people type stuff up. It wasn't even you got to see the people on screen at first. But needless to say, you ain't see me on there. I did not get chosen for Who's Not White, and I did not get chosen for Who's Not Black. So that hurt my little feelings. Like, not really though, but I was like, dang, I was thinking I was gonna get it because I was putting in some good submission answers. Y'all don't understand, okay? I know how to fluff up a resume like it is nothing. And I was shocked that I didn't even I was like, dang, whatever. So the next one I went on ahead and submitted for is Who's Not a Stripper. And I know y'all probably be like, of course, like, whatever, girl, you ain't no stripper, whatever, you ain't never done nothing, so of course, like, I'm, thinking like, girl, how you gonna do that one? But this is a story time for a whole nother day. But your girl was a stripper. I'll do that story time for another. I think that's a really interesting story time to tell y'all. Like, I actually was a stripper, like an actual legal stripper in the state of Louisiana, and we'll get into that at another time. So I thought, just because I knew the lingo and I knew some of the things about sex work and stuff like that, I was like, yo, I got this one. This one has got to be the one. They gonna let me in on this one. I'm gonna be in on the camera talking about, oh yeah, duping people. Yeah, I'll be turning around on that pole. Yeah. Because I used to be one, so of course I would clearly know what goes on with being one. Needless to say, yeah, they didn't pick me for that one either.
Oh, don't cry, are you?
Moving on. Needless to say, it got to another submission where it was talking about sex education. And I was like, this is cool. I didn't know for whatever reason, I hadn't watched the sex ed videos that had already came out before I submitted to this one. I was just like, Jubilee has cool videos, so it don't matter which one. If they do submit me, I do submit for one. I don't care which one I get on. And that's really what the vibe was for me. I didn't care. And so when I saw the sex ed one, I was like, that's fine or whatever. And then it was like, oh, also submit your partner. And my partner's not an actor, okay? My partner is an artist to an extent, but that's something that they have been like kind of put on pause at the moment. Before we ever were together, they did a lot of spoken word stuff. They, recorded some music and all that. All that artsy stuff. And then they went and got a regular job like most of us artists do. And they kind of put this art stuff on the back burner for themselves. So I was just like, okay, but they'd also, I think they'd done some like maybe a church play they told me about. Like they did church play. Like we all know church plays. Sometimes they good. And sometimes they on the struggle bus. And if you have ever seen a church play, you know what I'm talking about, okay? Sometimes some church plays be busting. And sometimes you be like, take your time, sweetie. You got this, honey. It's okay. We know you don't know none of your lines. Bless your heart, So I'm gonna go ahead and say they was with the ones that was busting, because I didn't know them when they was doing church plays. So I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna toot my partner's horn and be like, because they was busting, they was out there doing church plays. I was like, I'll just say they'll do it too. I didn't even care, because as an actor, we get used to lying. I mean, it is what it is. I was like, they'll be comfortable with this, and if not, I could just coach them on it. Whatever, it don't really matter. So I decided to go ahead and submit them as well. And I actually had them get headshots done. I'm thinking back to, because they are also our literary manager at my theater company, which you can find all that information down below. They went and got headshots done for that, for, business purposes. So I was like, I'll just submit their headshot and I'll submit mine, because clearly I got 50 million headshots myself. Yeah, and I was just like, hopefully this time I hear something back from these freaking people. And I didn't hear nothing. So time passed. I didn't really care anymore at that point, because it's just like, it's a submission. It's like, as an actor, you submit to so many things that after a while it's just like, whatever. When you hit back, you hit back, and if you don't, it kind of just, whatever, it is what it is. And so what happened is I just went on with my day. Like I went on with my life. I didn't care no more. A few months passed, I believe, or a few weeks. Maybe it was just a few weeks. I mean, time is so trivial, y'all. It was like a few weeks, I think. A few weeks to a month passed, and I was at my side job waiting tables. Because, if you watch my previous video that you'll see in the cards above, you'll know that they be trying me at my side job, y'all. And I need to do some story times about that place, because those people are beyond me, okay? They're beyond comprehension. So, of course, when I have downtime over there, I'm checking emails and Twitter and everything else, because this job ain't nothing special. I get my money and I leave. That's the extent of that. So on my downtime, I'm gonna do stuff that I find entertaining. So I got a notification, and it was from Kendra from Jubilee. Y'all, when I tell you my heart was beating so fast, I don't also have anxiety, which I think I mentioned in my last video as well. So I was like, oh my God, I'm so anxious. I don't even know. I was like, girl, if you don't open this mother loving email. So I opened the email and Kendra let me know that I had made it to the next round for interviews to be on Jubilee. And first off, I was excited as hell. And second off, as I continued to read the email, it said that filming would take place in LA. And I was like, I think I saw it originally on the original submission, but because in my mind, I'd made up this idea that like, oh, well, a lot of the videos they've been doing lately because of COVID has been virtually. So I was like, they may change their mind, and they haven't responded to me the last 3 times. So, if I don't get it, it's whatever. But when I saw that it was in LA, I was like, okay, cool. I don't live in LA though, y'all. I don't live in LA. Okay, I live in the theater city of the world, the good old of the Chicago to the go. I live in Chi-Town, okay? I do not live in LA. So I was like, okay, that shouldn't be an issue. In my head, mind you, I didn't say this to Kendra, but in my head, mind you, I was like, this shouldn't be, it's an interview. This is the second round. They still might not want us, not white, right? Why counting myself out, y'all? Counting myself out, ridiculous, utterly ridiculous. So I forward the email to my partner and I let them know, I'm like, yo, we got an interview. I come home and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna be me. Okay, I let them know. I was like, I got to coach them through this a little bit. I was like, look, I'm going to be me. I'm going to act the same way that I do times a little bit, like times 10, because you got to have some type of personality to be on these shows. So I was like, I am not going to play myself to where like I'm meek and demure and all this other stuff. And that's like not who I am when I'm acting and not who I am when I'm around theater people. So I'm like, I'm going to be the extroverted because like I'm really an introvert, y'all. I'm not an extrovert whatsoever, but I'm gonna be this extroverted person and I'm gonna go ahead and be me. And I said, you be you. And they're completely opposite when it comes to outward personality. Like I'm always like talking a mile a minute and so animated. And my partner is like one of the most laid back people ever. They don't speak unless they need to say something. And I live for it because I'm like, honey, I already talk too much. So I don't know if 2 of us could be talking too much, but like they be so stoic. They'll just be sitting there like, I agree. So I was like, you be yourself, but be yourself, a little amplified, just a little bit for the interview. So we set up the interview and I told them, I was like, I know it's filming in LA, but we don't know if they're gonna want us. So don't even worry about the fact it's filming in LA. Like that's so irrelevant to us right now. We don't even know if they're gonna want us. And so I actually went to the thrift store a few weeks before then because I was just thrifting. I'm a thrifty girl. Like I love to thrift shop. And I might do like a what to wear at auditions type of thrift haul for y'all at some point. I think that'd be cute. I'd be cute. But I like to thrift shop. And so I had found this like beautiful yellow blouse type situation. And I'll insert a picture, so you can see old girl looking cute. Look at me. You can't tell me this ain't fire. You can't tell me I wasn't cute. You can't tell me I wasn't stunning, okay? And so I was like, ooh, I'm gonna wear that. And compared with my, my brown melanated complexion, baby girl's gonna be glowing, okay? So I decided to wear that. And then my partner wore a jersey that had Beavis and Butthead on it, which is originally my jersey because like I said, I be thrifting, yo. And I always go in the men's section when I'm trying to get like oversized shirts and jerseys. And I'll be like, I don't care. I'm like, well, it's honestly more his size than it is my size anyway. So I was like, have that. I just thought it was such an interesting jersey. I was like, it's Beavis and Butthead. And I know some people are like, what the hell is a Beavis and Butthead? So this Beavis and Butthead. Y'all go ahead and go look at some YouTube videos of them, but after you finish this one with me, okay? So Beavis and Butthead shirt and one of his like bucket hats because like that is his signature thing. This man has so many bucket hats in his closet. It is utterly ridiculous, but they cute though. And so they decided they were like, don't wear a bucket hat. Whatever. This is actually what they wore. This is I'll show you a picture of them right now. I'm like just over here like Vanna White somebody like in this picture now. Aren't they cute? They're so adorable. Anyway, so that's what we wore for the actual interview with Kendra. And so I actually used this backdrop and we were together and I was nervous, y'all, okay? Because I love me some Kendra. Okay. I just love me some Kendra. She gives me black girl realness, black girl magic, melanation. You know, she's that representation that I be needing. Because when I be watching Jubilee, I was like, oh, Kendra had to have called those people. And Kendra's the person who cast that person. I be fangirling. So I was excited to see Kendra. But I had to, you know, act stoic at the beginning. Okay, at the beginning, when in the beginning of the interview process. So we're we're in like a waiting room, and we're waiting for Kendra to go ahead and like just, you know, appear to us on the screen. And the first thing that she says to us when she appears to us on the screen, she says, "Oh my God, you beautiful people!" And I was like, "Yeah, girl, right." Fine. Fire. Oh no, period. Fine. Fine as hell. You're right, Kendra. You're right. You know what it is. You know what it is. These were the correct clothing choices. So I was like, you know, being my little smiley self or whatever. And so we got into like really basic questions. She was just asking us about ourselves and how we met each other. And I was just like selling. I was like, oh yeah, girl. I was like, yeah, we met here and da 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 and blah 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 and da 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 da.
I'm in the ghetto. Ra-ta-ta-ta. Ra-ta-ta-ta.
And so we're just having like great banter. And she was just like, oh my gosh, I love y'all. And then I made one of the biggest mistakes that I could. I said, yeah, because we live in Chicago.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Bruh. And I had already read that filming was going to take place in LA, which is not next door to Chicago. Y'all, I really was out here trying to fumble this bag. I was trying to, this bag, which is publicity, mind you, but I was trying to fumble my future bag. It clearly. And so right away, I tried to like recover myself, and I was like, oh yeah, but we're always traveling, and we have friends out in LA, so we're gonna be out there in the spot anyway during that time. There was a lie. It was a complete lie. I wasn't about to be nowhere in LA unless Jubilee said that they wanted us. I just was about to be in LA. I planned on going to LA at some point, especially for pilot season at some point, but it wasn't in my horizon as quickly as it appeared in my horizon, apparently. And so once we got off the interview, Kendra was just like, oh, I love y'all. Y'all so great, yada, yada, yada. And, oh, before I let her go, you know I had to let baby girl know she was everything, okay? I was just, look, I love me a good affirmation from another black woman. So I was like, let me let this black woman know she's everything that I need in my life, okay? So I went on ahead and fangirled over Kendra for about 5 minutes and told her how she's beautiful, she's amazing, she deserves the world, she is everything.
Girls do not like me. They have called me names. They have done everything.
And she was like, thank you. I was like, girl, I love you. I love Kendra. So if Kendra ever watches this video, Kendra, thank you. Thank you for all that you do. You are precious, and I think you're amazing. So after we got off the interview, I was like, yo, that went well. And my partner was like, yo, why are you telling people we live in Chicago? Ain't you trying to get to go out there? And I was like, yeah, but I think it'll be fine, because I was like, we travel like we some high city rich Instagram people. We ain't there yet. But apparently, you know, hopefully this video makes us, you know, high city Instagram people. Not really. I'm very low key. Like, I just want to be successful, you know. But I said, it's no big deal. We'll probably be fine. It won't be a big deal. We already told them we're going to be out there. So it's cool. But that interview, y'all, that interview wasn't your cast. It was just a second round of pretty much auditions. And so interview happened. Didn't hear anything for about a week and a half, because the turnaround was so quick. It was like interview, you find out the next week, and then you got to film it like 3 days later, dang near. So interview happened, about 4 days pass, and they send another email while I'm at my side job, and it's like, congratulations, we want you on our sex ed episode for straight couples. I was happy, and then I was also, holy shit. Y'all, we had to get a plane ticket. because we ain't buy one. We did not buy no plane tickets. We didn't buy none. So we ended up buying plane tickets right away. Like, because we had, the turnaround was so quick, y'all. The turnaround was so quick. And so we got the plane tickets to LA. Flew out there. I had to buy a carry-on bag because that's not something I have. Like, I travel, but I'm not a great traveler when it comes to like packing for travel and stuff like that. So I had to upgrade myself a little bit. I went ahead and got me a good little old Adidas duffel, and I was like, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. I went to Morphe and got me, you know, some new makeup, some new cosmetics, and I'm wearing some of it right now. Okay, and I am not a makeup girl. I am a theater makeup girl, as in I wear what I need to wear to be seen underneath the lights. So I am still experimenting with makeup. So I'm actually very proud of this. Like, I tried a little smoky eye. So, you know, I'm very much a natural girl. I love a good beat, but I prefer when other people beat me versus me beating myself. But I'm getting used to doing the makeup. So your girl's gonna be in there like swimwear soon enough. So we got all this stuff for the trip. Get on the plane. Our plane initially, we had to have a transfer because we didn't go straight through, because like y'all already know, last minute tickets are expensive as crap. So we were trying to get the cheapest tickets that we could find. And we were gonna be up in North Hollywood. So got the cheapest tickets we could find, which made us have a transfer. And when we transferred to our next plane, we were like in Seattle. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were in Seattle. And it was delayed by an hour. Y'all, I was so tired. It was already 12 o'clock in the morning. And then the time was different because they are 2 hours behind us in Chicago. So if it's 10 o'clock in Chicago, then it's 8 o'clock in LA. And so I was just so tired. I wanted to get the hotel so bad. I was so tired. So we were still in Seattle, delayed by an hour, and eventually we get on the second plane, and then we make a landing in LA. And of course, we don't have a car, so we have to get an Uber, and that's fine and all, but y'all, LA is so expensive. Like, I had the money. We had the money, you know what I'm saying? Like, to do the trip and whatever. But for people who be going out to LA on a whim with no money at all and no preparedness, honey, I wish blessings upon you, my love, because
Help me, I'm poor.
us getting McDonald's in LA came up to $20, and we didn't even get 2 meals. And I know you're like, girl, you got McDonald's in LA? Yes, boo, I got McDonald's in LA because it was 12 o'clock in the morning and we were at the airport and I wanted to go to bed. Okay? So I got McDonald's in LA. And so we got to our hotel, and we had to film the very next day. So we got to our hotel, pretty much just crashed, went to sleep. Woke up the next day. I was like, I had to wake up early because I was like, okay, this lady at the Morphe counter taught me all these techniques I need to do to put some makeup on my face. So let me figure this out real quick and, you know, make sure my hair look right, because us natural girls, you already know, one day your hair looks great and the next day you wake up, you cannot recreate that style, and, you know, life is just rough for you, and it's just not, you know, it's you weren't the chosen one that day. So I make sure all my stuff is together, make sure my clothes together, make sure my partner looking good. And so we head our way on over to the studio. Here's me at the studio. So we head on over to the studio, and we have to wait because, you know, of course, COVID tests, because they, you know, Jubilee makes sure we got COVID tests and everything like that. So I have to wait a little bit, and we take a rapid COVID test, and it takes a few minutes, but they did give us like water, and we had air conditioning. It was cool. It wasn't no, you know, big deal or anything like that. So we waited a little while. We saw other couples coming and going, and I actually can't wait to see the video, because I'm filming this before I actually watch it. It premieres tomorrow, and when this video comes up, it'll be Saturday. So it will have premiered yesterday. Okay, so I haven't watched the video yet, but from the people that I saw coming and going, we were the only black couple, like full black couple. Because both of my parents are black, both of my grandparents are black, and my man is black, and both his grandparents are black. So, like, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're the only black couple that I saw that came through. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I was like, wow, okay. You know, I was like, that's interesting. I was just like, even in general, like us being in LA, I literally, and I'm not being funny, granted we're in North Hollywood, you know, I mean, you know, you date whoever you want to date, but I didn't realize it until we went to go see one of my partner's friends. They're like, oh yeah, like they ain't got too many black people that would be with other black people out here. And I was like, is that real? Because like I have a friend who is black, who got a black man who lives in LA. I didn't see her that day, but I was just like, when I was just walking, when we eventually were walking around town, I was like, yeah, there are no black couple. I didn't see a single black couple, y'all. I mean, we were the black couple, but I didn't see any other black couples. So before we get to all of that, let me go on back to where I was going. So yeah, I can't wait to see the other couples, to see who, like, if there are any other black couples, like that'd be so cool. But either way, it's whatever. I don't care. It was great. So COVID test happened. Of course, we don't have COVID, and we still don't now. So big ups to us. They sent us to the back where they have, like, you know, the little chairs where you sit in their little oh my gosh, the little actor director chairs, you know, the little cute ones that be, you know, on set, the little set chairs or whatever. I don't even know the proper name for them, child, and I'm a whole actor with a whole, anyway. Yeah, they put us in those little chairs and we're waiting for them to like finish with lighting or whatever they're setting up. So they mic us up and we sit down in front of the amazing set. Like, oh my gosh, y'all, that backdrop they have was doing wonders for my skin. So I'm really hoping when I watch this video that the lighting and everything else looks amazing. And I actually might insert my reaction to it when I am and edit it into this after I watch the video tomorrow. So yeah, so like the lighting was just doing wonders for me, and I was asking the director, I was like, yo girl, don't play with me, like my hair look good, I don't look crazy, right? Because don't have me out here on nationally to the world, because Jubilee has millions of subscribers and their videos get millions and hundreds of thousands of views. So don't have me out here looking crazy, and in the comment section they gonna be talking about me reckless, because y'all already know how YouTube comment sections are. Sometimes they talk to you nice, and sometimes they talk to you like you owe them money and you don't even know them. So I was like, girl, make sure I don't look crazy. So she's like, no, you look great. You look so pretty. I was like, thank you, girl. Genetics. So she was like, nah, you look cool. You look good. You're fine. And so we start the questioning. So she would text me the questions to my phone, and I'll actually insert a screenshot of the questions if I can find them. I really do feel like Vanna White, y'all. I have been doing this the entire time. Here you go. So those are just some of the questions. So the first time we did it, we got to like question number 3 when they were like, oh my God, something's happening with the mics, like the sound or something, just our mics were messing up or the sound was messing up on their end. And so we had to stop, we had to reset, and we had to start again from the beginning. And of course, you know, your natural reaction to the first time you answer a question is going to be different than your reaction that you would have when you answer the question for a second time. The questions the director was asking us are not the same questions that Kendra was asking us, because Kendra was like, I don't really want to tell y'all too many things because I want y'all to just have your natural, honest opinion when you actually get the questions in front of you for the first time on camera. So the first 3 questions, the first time we did it, y'all, it was lit. We were cracking up. It was ridiculous. And then we did it the second time, and I feel like it just wasn't as lit. Like, it was lit, but it was like, instead of it being at that 10 we were at the first time we were asked those first 3 questions, we were at like an 8.5. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh crap, I'm trying to like get back to that energy. But by the time we got past the 3rd question, we were on to the 4th question, which was the question that we hadn't had already. We got back into the rhythm of like how we were feeling and our feelings or whatever. And so I didn't have a problem with telling some of my sexual business to the world, but what I told on there is pretty PG-13. I will say, I was like, this is where I am right now, and I don't want to tell too much of my personal sex life business on here, even though like that's the whole point, to be transparent. And I was transparent, I would say, to an extent. Some things just are better left to be experienced and not said to the whole entire world. That's how I feel about it. And for those who want to say it to the whole entire world, I am not mad at you, honey, because I definitely watch those kind of videos. I'm like, ooh, child, tell me again what else she's talking about, what else she was doing. So had the questions, great time. It was funny, honestly, to see my partner answer some of these questions, and even myself, I was like, oh my gosh. And they're asking questions about threesomes and all of this stuff, and I was just like, honey, yes, I'm here for the threesomes. I am. Just not with me and my mans. You could do your threesome over there. I was like, you can have a threesome. I don't like sharing my food. I'm not sharing my D. I'm just not sharing my D. And I'm not sharing my P. All right?
I lost your mind because I'll help you find it. What you're looking for, ain't nobody gonna help you out there. Jesus can come through that door and he's not gonna help.
So, like, I don't have an issue with people having threesomes. Y'all do what y'all want. However, as for me and my house, and I honestly am hoping that we have so much great content that they keep pretty much everything we said. Because, you know, when people get these videos, they edit them down because we don't know what's going to premiere. So I don't even know what's going to premiere. So I'm probably going to insert my reaction once I actually watch it tomorrow, though. So just so y'all can see how I feel about it. But I'm hoping that we have so much great content that most of what we said stays in there and that people actually enjoy watching us, especially me. Like, especially me, enjoy watching me. Just because, you know, I'm an actor and we all vain to an extent. But just, I really hope people just enjoy it and get another sense of who I am a little bit. And I feel like I just loved it. It was a great experience. So we answered all the questions. They were so wonderful on set. We took so many pictures. I'm inserting them throughout, of course. We took so many great pictures and people were just so nice and I loved it. And after that didn't take no more than about an hour or so. And then we had the rest of LA to ourselves for another day and a half because our plane was leaving out the next day. Like, we were in and out of LA. Okay, we were just in and out. And so one thing I can say about LA itself, my goodness, the sun, yo, because I come from Chicago where it is almost never sunny. Like, bro, I have been here for going on 4 years now. And I think I'm finally understanding why so many people in Chicago be mad all the time. Because there's no sun, my guy. Like, where is the sun? And it's right now April, yo. It was snowing yesterday. This is disrespectful on so many levels, okay? Chicago's disrespectful. The weather is disrespectful. And LA, my mood was uplifted because, you know, I told y'all I've been being depressed and everything, but my mood was so uplifted in LA. Like, it was so sunny, the palm trees, it was so relaxing. I mean, it's expensive, but I feel like the cost of living there with the jobs you get would like help balance that out. So it wouldn't be some like crazy thing. I don't know though, because I don't have no job in LA. I ain't over there, so I don't want to lie to you. So don't take my word for it, honey. But I have friends who live in LA and they seem to be doing just fine. So after that, we left Jubilee set. We decided to go to a dispensary because yes, I smoke of the green. What do you mean? Like, yes, it's very relaxing. It's very calming. It definitely helps me with my anxiety. So we went to this dispensary and I've never been to a dispensary before. That was the first time I ever went to a dispensary. And it was so amazing, y'all. Like, I was like, yo, they had plants back there that you could buy to like put in your house and like grow your own weed. Like, they had all these different kind of edibles. They had pre-rolls. It was mind-blowing. We got a whole bunch of edibles and got a THC drink. And it was just so nice. I mean, we got high. I got high. Like, we got peanut butter cup edibles and those things. I ate those things like they were the literal candy that they were and not things filled with the weed. But it was so good, y'all. I was so high. Thank you, dispensaries in LA, for doing what you do because we need you, especially now. We need you. So, yeah, after we went to the dispensary, we went down on like one of the strips because like I'm sure there's so many strips. I mean, we were in North Hollywood and that ain't even all of California. So we went to one of the strips and we went to a bomb ass taco place, y'all. It was so good, but it also could be because I was a little high already. Went to this bomb taco place and they had these huge margarita glasses and you know I drank one, okay? It was delicious and I want to insert a picture. It was so good, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. It was so delicious. I was like, this And then after that, we went back to the hotel. There was some crazy stuff that happened too, though, because we were trying to get more alcohol. So like there was a corner store that was close by the hotel. So we went over to the corner store. In the midst of the corner store, people got in a whole car wreck, y'all. A whole car wreck, like in front of us. And I was in pure shock and awe. And it was crazy. We had a great time. Overall, we had a great time. And the people that were in the car wreck, everybody was fine. It's just like they just didn't their car a little bit. Like nobody was like seriously injured. They were all fine, just a little shaken up. But yeah. So for me, LA was a great experience. And at some point, I think I'm going to stay out there for a little bit. For y'all don't know how long, but I'm going to stay out there for a little bit. It's just the sun elevated my mood so much, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. And it's been scientifically proven, like having sunlight helps you be in a better mood, and it was beautiful. I can't negate that, but I will say LA is expensive. If you don't have the money, you're gonna be struggling, is what I'm gonna say. I had the funds to be able to get out there and do what I was gonna do and whatever, but LA is an expensive place, so please prepare yourselves if that's somewhere you're trying to be at. And then finally, I would just say why I chose to do Jubilee. And the reason for that is really partially because I love the mission of just people from around the world being able to share their experiences and who they are in their life with others, and just know that like we're all so different, even though we inhabit the same big ball of earth that's, you know, big space rock, you know what I'm saying? We're all so different, yet we can all find similarities in certain things that we say. So for that part, yes, that's one reason why I was happy to do this with Jubilee. And the second reason is because of cross promotion. I'm not going to act like it's not, because I felt like this is a great way for me to get seen by even more people. You know what I'm saying? For those that don't know, I'm a professional actress. And even though that wasn't necessarily an acting opportunity, it was a personality opportunity. So you're able to see more of who I am, and more people are able to see more of who I am, and able to, you know, go ahead in their comment section, not in their comment section, but go ahead in their description section and go to my social medias and see what I have going on and see how I'm impacting the world around me and where I live in the art that I produce. So I thought that it was a great opportunity for me to showcase myself in an even bigger light. And I hope that I did. And I hope someone can find a similarity within what I do and what I said, and it resonates with them in some way, and it brings them over here to watch this video on how I was able to get on Jubilee. Okay, y'all, so I watched the Jubilee video with the straight couples, and I saw myself. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was just a little bit disappointed because we had so much good content, like so much good content that me and my partner were talking about. Like we were so funny and they loved us so much, but they said that some of the content that they didn't put in there, they're going to put on the TikTok. So I'm really hoping that it is on the TikTok, and I'm just going to record it and download it and, you know, put it on my social medias. But yes, I am still happy about the experience. I do think that I just wish we had more scenes in there, but however, it was cool. I like what we did have, and I already saw a few people commenting on us and laughing at my man's and some of his comments. Well, no, not him. My comments of how, you know, I said I don't give a damn, I want the D. So yeah, there's that. So overall, I am happy with the video. I did look cute, so I am happy about that. But I do wish that we had more of our scenes in it. But hopefully when I look at the TikToks, whenever they upload that, we'll have all those questions, because those were not all of the questions they asked us, mind you. So the questions that you see on the video, we had at least about 6, 7, 8 more questions that they asked us as well. So I can't wait to see where they join in the atmosphere. But thank y'all so much for watching. And yeah, so that's honestly all I have for y'all. That is the whole story of where I started with Jubilee to finally being able to be filmed for Jubilee. So let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. If y'all have any questions down there, let me know. If you have ideas for videos that you want me to do, let me know. And as I always say to y'all, stay safe out there, and I will see you online next time. Bye.